What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the EU4 starting 100 years early AI only battle. We are now well into the, not future, but 1591. We're well into it. We have a huge Protestant League war going on. It's still raging on. Some countries really struggling for manpower and armies, some not too bad. Portugal and Aragon seem to have got away pretty fine, but France is, on 0 manpower and quite low. But yeah, obviously you've got to remember Portugal bringing in a lot of extra resources from elsewhere. Even Aragon as well, from the New World as well. It's going to be so hard for them to win a big win just because of Delhi's presence in this war. But yeah, right now Mamluks have actually sort of ascended to a really good spot just because they haven't been fighting anyone. Same for Russia. Even Delhi is still number 1 for soldiers, but they're not obviously coming over. I think they had 1 stack here, or there's a couple here now in the east. But that's about it. But yeah, we'll see how this ends. It could still have some big effects. We obviously saw Hungary lose a few things, although they seem to have recovered that already. I don't know how they did that. I swear they lost I don't know what's going on with this save file. Things going weird, but they recovered that province somehow, even though they definitely have a truce. Maybe it was separatists that they didn't let through. You can also, I'm worried for Bavaria. Their Western Europe is completely occupied right now. Denmark is also fully occupied. Aquileia seems to be having a good time here. They've got the 2 Sicilies as well. Oh, there's the peace deal. Okay, Bavaria did not lose all too much. A lot just happened though. France did give back some stuff to Britain. Cornwall came back again. Britain formed as soon as the war ended. I guess they were just waiting to press the button to fire the event. I don't think you can do it while you're in a war. Okay, well there we go. That's the end of that. It doesn't look like anything too crazy happened. Sicily's look okay. So there we go. That's the end of that. It doesn't look too bad, unless I'm missing something big somewhere. No, it seems like everything is just about okay. But that was big for Britain to get 3 provinces back. Yep. Oh, 4. I think maybe they got this one. Did they have this one? 3 or maybe 4, and of course you'd expect them now to maybe get Cornwall as well. So that would at least help them out. They still need Dorset and Canterbury there, but maybe there'll be another time. I think Britain is certainly crawling back into the game. They're up to 7th now, becoming more and more of a player. They're 4 points behind Aragon there, although I think Aragon is growing quicker than Britain, so that might not help them too much. And there we go, now it's more quiet. There are some rebels here that the Sicilies will be frantically trying to get to. If they can get all their armies together and get some boats, but they're in another war. They're not having a good time, are they? Nope, now they're at war with the Mamluks. Oh, great. Might be the end for them. End of the road. Let's have a look at some of the alliances. We haven't really looked at them for a while. Britain has Sweden. France has just Gelre. There isn't many. Aragon and Portugal and Aquileia. That's pretty good. Portugal just has Aragon and Papal State. That's probably stopping some wars in northern Italy, I guess. Hungary and Bavaria, that was actually broken, but they seem to have reformed it again since the end of the war. Ukraine is obviously guaranteed. Who are you allied to? Russia and Vinland. Oh, that would explain why they're still around. And Byzantium. And then, of course, guaranteeing Ukraine. Sicilies, we saw, don't really have any. Mamluks, do you have any allies? Oh, Dolkadir. That's pretty good still. Delhi has some as well. Sibir, Shamar. During all of that, Chagatai... Oh no, they're still around. I thought the font was smaller. Maybe they were a bit weaker, but not really. Jin has emerged and is winning this. Japan looks like they're going to try and recover their land off of Goryu, who is no longer allied to Shun. Who's this? Who is occupying? Oh, it's these guys occupying? Yeah, okay. Why? Oh my goodness. 85 stack. That's pretty terrifying. Isn't this some sort of coalition war? It's not that one. Who's in it? How have you got 85k? Out on your own? That can't be right. Oh, wait, do these guys have 85k? I think it's the defenders. Well, I don't know. Who is... I don't know what's going on, but someone had 85k. Maybe they were just all stood on top of each other as friends. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of nations probably going to be quiet now. A lot of zero manpowers. If we go here, yeah, you can see some. Not the biggest ones, but I mean the two Sicilies is right down there, 4k. There's a different Delhi. Aquileia is very low as well. So yeah, some of the bigger countries definitely did take a hit, particularly France as well. I think they will take a while to recover from that one. They invested quite a bit and didn't win. Sicily's, yeah, the Hafsids have already landed in Italy, and if the Mamluks get over here, they are going to be in big trouble. Although the Mamluks, to be fair, are not really moving too much, so might be some good news. They're not too concerned. Bavaria and Sweden again. You guys just can't stop, can you? Britain and Sweden v Bavaria and Hungary. Again, okay, I mean, this is going to be a really weird one, because they're not, it's not ideal, is it, to try and get to each other. Britain is already sieging down Denmark, Sweden and Bavaria and Britain all up here in this little Swedish Baltic region that is not connected, kind of annoyingly, to any other part of Sweden, for you other border gore haters out there. This map is pretty gory still, even this border. Like, come on, Portugal and Aragon, do a deal. Just swap some of these provinces around. Like, give Portugal Madrid, and then give them something like Madrid, and then give Aragon these provinces or something, and then it's just more of a straight line with a little dip in it. That would be better. Sure, we won't get that, but can always hope. How are our dynasties looking now? I wonder if there's any interesting ones being shared. No, D'Anjou has become a huge dynasty. De Valois has left France and is now just in Iberia. Portugal and Aragon, they have their own one, the De Bourbon. De Montferrato is doing well, that's Aquileia. Auberg, D'Anjou, York still in England, but yeah, D'Anjou certainly the big one. Von Habsburg is not on there. I can see Austria's here's the Aubergs. Although the next one is a Von Habsburg, so never mind. Oh yeah, Russia and Byzantium also sharing the same one. What is this? I don't even know why they're fighting. They don't border each other. It's very confusing. Hungary versus, or whoever declared this. Who declared this? Sweden. Oh, Hungarian succession war. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. Is Bavaria going to get all of Hungary? Oh my goodness, they are. That is huge. Okay, I see why they're fighting now. Yeah, if Bavaria wins, I mean, I don't know how long they could keep. Would a country this size want to stay in a PU? I mean, Lithuania is a more traditional member of a PU who's sort of willing to do that, so it's not impossible. They're sort of a similar, probably maybe a bit smaller, but similar size. And this Bavaria is probably arguably stronger than that Poland that would have Lithuania, so you can argue it balances out. But if Bavaria gets Hungary in a PU, then they are going to be very powerful. They are, oh yeah, they're number 3 in the world now because of that. It's neck and neck with France there, 15 development in it. I mean, if they annex this, that would add an awful lot to the HRE. That would be pretty scary, wouldn't it? It would also add to the border gore. But there you go, that'd be a problem for the whole world, I think, if Bavaria managed to annex all of Hungary and be the emperor at the same time. Maybe that is why the Eastern nations are sticking together. Might be the case. Oh, here we go. Final year of the 1500s. Ethiopia's returned. Shiwa still here. Portugal is now moving up the east coast, and poor old Kilwa. That sucks for them. Yeah, that's a shame. But Portugal just growing more and more. They must have so many. If you know, when you click on and see all the little shields, yeah, look how many. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jesus. Okay. Aragonese Brazil's really starting to thicken up a bit as well. You can see Rio de Prata a little bit slower, mainly because they're also using colonists pretty much everywhere else. Castilian Colombia is still sort of struggling around, but it's not dead. I mean, it's still going. Caribas. Aragonese Mexico is also growing. And there's Aragonese Louisiana as well. Nouvelle Flandre still here. Florida is just, yeah, not having a good time because Castile can't really defend them. Here's more of Nouvelle Flandre, which is, where even is this? I'm bad at maps. Is this in that's in Canada. And then you obviously have Newfoundland, French Canada as well, with a few provinces, and then Scotland may form a colonial nation pretty soon, which is kind of cool. Although I'm pretty sure it will be stronger than Scotland, who only have a 1 stack over here. Alright, that war is over, which means Bavaria, yep, is now leading a personal union with Hungary. That's menacing for the world. That might be number 1. I know Delhi's above them, but they're sort of isolated. And who's the other one above them? Portugal as well. Portugal's obviously dependent on all their little friends coming to help, which may not happen. So yeah, in terms of straight up head-to-head in Europe, I think Bavaria is now top dog. They're in charge. They're already playing a big role in most things. Like whenever that big Protestant League war that just happened, that they were a big part of that. So they're already super important. But now, yeah, now Hungary has no. They were already doing everything together anyway. But now Hungary does have no choice. They can't back out. Could make things interesting. I'd be very worried if I was Austria, that's for sure, in between the two, and Poland on the other side. If they wanted to connect, yeah, Austria would be the perfect way, like, to come sort of grab these. If you came through sort of here, you could connect everything. And then, yeah, you could border each other, and maybe go through Poland, and then that would be cool. I don't think it will happen, because the AI doesn't always do that. And I'm guessing Austria has sort of got a bit of protection as a member of the HRE. In fact, there's no internal wars, like, allowed, are there? Did they? Am I right in thinking that? I say that, I see them happening, so. At what point are they banned? Disallow. Oh, so they missed out on that one actually. So never mind. They can fight, which maybe works for them, because if they'd have got that one and then failed to go any further, that could have been a disaster. The Sicilies were kicked out of Africa, and they lost southern Sardinia as well as a part of Sicily, and now they are struggling against Aragon and Aquileia as well, and Portugal. So yeah, this might be the end for the Sicilies, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, and Byzantium. Yeah, they are probably going to get pulled apart here. Japan recovered some of their provinces in the, well, most of them, but they also decided to leave that one and instead push into actual Korea, which is interesting. They now have a foothold, which is maybe holding them back in some previous attempts to come over here, although they already had this territory, but now this is certainly a very useful bit of land to have, and yeah, put 50k troops there. That will definitely be intimidating for some of your other neighbours. the Sicilies did just get pieced out. It doesn't look too bad. Sicily got released as an independent nation. Aquileia took one province there. The rest of it seems the same. I think Pisa got released as well, but the rest of it is the same. So not a good time at the moment for the two Sicilies. They're still in other wars, which they are losing to Byzantium and Milan. So yeah, Milan will probably recover this land. Byzantium might come and take stuff. So it's not going to get any better for the Sicilies anytime soon. I do see another war. There's a couple of wars here. Shirvan, oh god, and Oman up against the Turkish nations. And that was one involving Sweden, I saw. Oh, it seems to be over now. Did it just end? There is one with Bavaria in it. No? Okay, that's just rebel. There was one up here, but it ended very quickly. It might have been this Sweden v Denmark, by the look of it. That might have been what it was. Oof. Yep, that's not gone well for Shirvan. It looks. I didn't even see because the Mamluks maybe were in that war. They've got some black flagged troops up here. Yeah, this is not going well for these nations. Germian and Dulkadir having a good time, and Dulkadir is going to get stronger, I would guess. Going to see who pushes the button more. When will these two stop being friends? In fact, no, they are still allied. Okay. As long as Dulkadir has the Mamluks as well, that protects Germian. Oh, the Sicilies. It's hard for them, but yep, Byzantium and Milan just pouring in now. They may cease to exist pretty soon if Byzantium gets a few provinces, which they could. They could also grab this one. So we've got no real hope of seeing an Italy form from anyone anytime soon. Aquileia may be the best chance. I'm waiting for this peace deal here. It's not going to be good for Luristan or Shirvan, I can imagine. Being sieged. Oh yeah, final sort of siege is being done here in that province. Once that's done, we might see. Oh, and Tabriz here as well. That one's done. Oh god. Yeah, that's not what you want. You don't want to be fully sieged out, that's for sure. Who is this, by the way? They're also Armenia, also getting some land. I don't know if they'll get given any, but there we go. We should see a peace deal pretty soon. Yeah, 75, 50. They've got war score. They are putting up a fight, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, Luristan is fully occupied. I think now the Mamluks are coming back for something else. Oh yeah, they're going after these guys with Hassa. It should again be a pretty easy win for the Mamluks. Shirvan is putting up a good... They actually won that battle. Wait, no. Did Shirvan lose? Who's Shirvan? The flags are very hard to tell. I have no idea who lost that, but who's it? Shirvan lost. Okay. There we go. Answers that. Sicily's actually survived. Epirus was all that Byzantium wanted. I think Corsica may have gone from the Sicilies to Aquileia too. And they lost one of their provinces up here to Milan, but not both. Right, here we go. Biggest armies. Let's just see who they are. Well, it's been a bit of a recovery period since our big league war. Russia leads the way. Delhi leads the way with a big lead. Then it is Russia. Then the Mamluks. Then France back up to 4th. They've doubled their army. You can see their manpower is still 20k, but yeah, it was 90k at the end of that league war. Aragon 140, Portugal 130, Magyari 125, Bavaria 117. Majapahit hit 116, Byzantium 111, Sweden and Chagatai and Great Britain all also have over 100k. Shun at 92. Austria has 88k. I guess we are getting later in the game, so that's not so surprising, but still. It feels like they're so small on this day. It's a bit of a surprise still. Very quiet here now. Everyone's got truce with each other, I guess. Oh yeah, Germian took a lot off of Shirvan. Delhi's fully occupied Madurai there, so that was a top. I think Madurai was sort of top 8 militaries. But Delhi not having any issues, of course, because there's about 4 times the size of everyone. Oh, okay, that's not good for sure. Oh wow, that is big. Russia and Byzantium now up against the White Horde and Jermian and Dulkadir. I think this will certainly favour Russia and Byzantium. Byzantium's pretty strong. Yeah, it should favour them. What is this even? What is this over? Sometimes I never know how, because I'm pretty sure Jermian was just fighting the White Horde and now they're on the same team, so things change very quickly, obviously. Byzantium attacked Jermian and called in Serbia, Aquileia and Russia. Yep, that is, oh, it's a crusade. Okay, against Jermian, Dulkadir, Hafsids, White Horde, Armenia. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I would assume it would go well for them, although that 2-stack did not meet a good end. This is a big battle here. Byzantium, 130 v 90, 100. They keep reinforcing, but now Jermian comes in. Aquileia's lost. Oh, there we go, Jermian. A big victory there. That was a huge battle. Russia's just fallen to 8th. Oh, it's because there's a new institution. As soon as Delhi got the old one, there was a new one. Portugal gets it. The Mamluks have got it. Aragon and Britain have also got it to climb up a bit. France, Bavaria and Russia falling a little bit without it. Okay, well, never mind that. Great Jermian victory. Not looking so good. They have some troops up here, but look, there's 100 sort of. There's over 200k here for Russia, Byzantium, and Aquileia, all pouring into Turkey, sieging out forts. Oh my goodness, what has happened to Denmark? The actual land, not the... Sweden split them in half, but then you have Holstein still here, Schleswig, a bit of Denmark. It's just so many layers. Oh no, that is border gore right there. Oh, Milan is fully occupied by Bar, who's actually looking pretty good here to their north. How does Hainaut have a 50 stack of their own troops? Are they that powerful? I feel like because we started early, maybe the game's going quicker. Maybe they get through it quicker. Through the sort of things, deving and stuff, I don't know. But somehow they have a 50 stack. Maybe that's not unreasonable at this point in the game. Maybe I'm just forgetting. 1609 plus the extra 100 years we did. So it's essentially 1709 in a normal game. Which is nearly the end. So maybe that's right. Maybe that's fair enough. But yeah, Jermian, that's not good. Well, saying that, Russia's not faring too well either at the moment. But their army is now pouring back in. Next up is Dulkadir. But this time it's just Byzantium by themselves pushing in. Okay, well it's getting... this is interesting. We'll see if Byzantium can start to emerge, maybe, as a new contender. But yeah, this Bavaria-Hungary thing, that doesn't sound good for the rest of the world. But that is going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.